Warning: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as a criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All people are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. I reserve my First Amendment rights to express myself. Hey, get to know it. What up, what up, what up? How's it going? How's it going? Thank you for being here. I did catch your video early this morning. I caught it on the replay. Hopefully, everything's going good. Prayers are with you. Hopefully, you're enjoying your Sunday. Get get your little preach on. Okay. So today I just kind of wanted to update everybody on what's going on. I did kind of go over everything about what I wanted to do as far as the event coming up. It is this month is Elder Abuse Awareness Month. It does take place on June 15th. It's a national awareness. So we are really focusing. I think April was child abuse. May was National Missing Children's Day, and then so this month is the National Elder Abuse Awareness. So we are going to kind of, well, bright-eyed and bushy tailed are we? The sun's up. You woke up to the nice pleasure sun on your face, didn't you? I wish I could sleep in. I I think I was actually probably getting up while you're probably going to sleep. So, but yes, although the sun's not shining today as much as it's supposed to, but I'm not complaining or anything, but I'm used to my 100-degree weather, just saying. So this 80 something ish is kind of sad and gloomy for me, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I know we still have a long time for this, summer to continue, but anywho, but yeah, so I was really trying to I think the last time we talked, I did mention I was able to find a location. I just needed to kind of like set the date and the time and all the details to that event. So I was able to still secure a date for June. So we have the day June 21st. Hey Temper, welcome, welcome, welcome. He's giving me the name for my second book. Well, you're welcome. I don't know what I did, but I'm glad I gave you an idea. That's what we're all here for. We share ideas. And welcome, welcome, Temper, welcome. Hopefully you're doing okay on this fine Sunday. So as I was saying, I did secure a date. It is going to be Saturday, June 21st at 2 p.m. from 2 to 5. So I will be out there. Yes, break the cycle. Definitely. That's the only way things are going to get better. Um, People got to speak out so that way the cycle be broken. If we stay silent, one, we will never know somebody's in trouble, and two, we will never be able to help. So sorry, my kids are on their tablets, so you hear them in the background conversing amongst themselves. Just kind of ignore them. Um, but yes, so we are going to be having it. I was able to confirm the Reno Schnitzel location here in San Antonio. So we are going to be doing that event. We will be setting up. I am working on flyers. Actually, I do have. Let me see if I could bring it back up. So this is just kind of one of my flyers I kind of been working on just to kind of spread the news about it. And I'm also going to be giving out some free gift cards to whoever visits me at my table. So come see me for a free gift card. Come on, open up. My computer is still slow. I still have not received my device. Check this out. So they said, so I contacted Apple. Apple, of course, did whatever they needed to have FedEx overnight me this thing because I've been waiting a month for my device. And the girl, I literally went down to the location. I was like, I'm gonna be there today. I'm not gonna have my parents wait for it. I'm not gonna have it because I currently live in an apartment, so we all know how easy it is to take from apartments. So I always get it since anything important I get sent to a secure location like my parents' house and stuff like that. So I get there, I'm there all chilling all day because it says it's supposed to be there before noon, visiting my parents, letting the kids have fun outside. Next thing I check around, it was like around 1:30 because I was like, man, noon, that's the time that most people take lunch. I was like, yeah, maybe they took a lunch break before delivering my package, whatever. So then I look at it, it says it's like delivered, and well, the picture on the delivery is not even our location. So yes, I'm just like, what in the world are y'all doing to me? Like, but then again, these are the mountains we got to go through, to save the world. No problem. Get to know. Um, we'll see you in a little bit. I'm good, Burgess. My phone just. Oh, I hate when that happens. When you really need your phone's dead. uh, yeah, I have a bad habit of not charging my phone too. I'm just like, and then when I really do need it, I'm like, oh well, this is why when I wasn't using it, I should have been charging it. My bad. So I let me kind of share the screen because this is one of the flyers that I put up on my Facebook to spread the word of this event going on. Let's see, let me share this. Okay, are you not gonna share? And again, my computer, I really wish they would have delivered my spot. And I'm assuming I'm not gonna I don't know what happened or anything or who they deliver it to, but they're gonna enjoy a nice little gift. Unless they return it, I don't know. I don't People surprise me nowadays, so I can't always. So this is it's kind of like my this is one of the flyers I have. I posted up on Facebook. I put chair because we are going to be having I'm going to have some of my cups with my logo out there so that way they could yeah, that could also be it. Because sometimes if your battery doesn't hold the charge anymore, that's usually a sign that it may be time to get a new one. Because I've had a phone for not the current one I have, but a long time ago. I'm like big on like once I get a phone, like I have it for like 3, 4, 5 years before I even update to a new one. And I'm like, I was one of those I still had a flip phone while everybody was like chilling. So on their iPhone. So I'm just like whatever. But yes, it wouldn't hold power. Like I'm like, I seriously thought I would charge it. It would probably like last like 3 or 4 hours. I was like, I can't even like have a day out without it dying, and I wouldn't even be on it like that. So yeah, it may be time for a new one if that happens, especially if you had it for a long time. I know sometimes I wouldn't say I'm a hoarder, but I get attached to a lot of my things. So I'm like, oh, why do I need to give this up? So sometimes I have like all a lot of my old phones just kind of stored away. So I'm like, I just can't seem to give them up for some reason. It's like I've become attached to certain things, and I don't know. I don't know if that makes me a hoarder or not, but whatever. I'm not like what you see on hoarders. But anyway, so this is one of the flyers that I have circulating to announce this announcement, and then I am working on my own brochures as well. So, I'm trying to bring up my flyer because I did it both in English and Spanish. So, if anybody truly knows real Spanish, please let me know if I got anything wrong because, Spanish is not my first language. May look like it, but it's not. And I'm still trying to bring up this thing. Okay, let me just close that one out. Did you send it today, Temper, or was it? Because I know when you said you were gonna send me an email the last time, I hadn't received it, but then I didn't check after that. So, um, just let me know when you send it, and I'll go back and I'll look at it. Um, Thank you. I don't know if you saw my flyer, but I can put it back up. I'm just kind of going over my stuff. I'm not sure if you're a Spanish speaker. Get to know, but yeah, I was trying to do a brochure in Spanish, and that didn't. I don't know if it's correct, but thank you for sharing me. Trying to really do good things over here again. Um, if you know anybody in San Antonio, Texas, let them know. I will be at the Wiener Schnitzel off of it's the Water's Edge one, so it'll be 410 near the 410 and 151 area. So, and my computer's still thinking in the background. I'm trying to bring up this brochure in the background as I'm chit chatting with you guys. Hey, Sugar Glider, welcome, 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 welcome. We are discussing the event that I will be holding for Elderly Abuse Month, which is this month. I would definitely, if you want to read, um, but yes, I'm currently throwing in events, a charity fundraiser here on June 21st. My organization is called Vivid Lifestyles, VVLS. What we do is we help heal the wound of abuse. So we want to break the cycle, break the silence. We break the cycle. So definitely, I'll be there, just handing out information, handing out information. Resources and telephone numbers. I still got a flyer that I'm still in the works of. So I can I got all these numbers I got to put on a pretty little piece of paper for for people with elders and for the elderly as well. We have Texas Adult Protective Services, all the Texas Crime Commission, Texas Council on Family Violence, all kinds of abuse numbers on here. Um, so we're just gonna try to pass out as much information. What's going on, guys, in the chat? Y'all are too funny. Y'all are too funny. Um, and it's still not bringing up that. Maybe if I go a different way to show you guys, because I do have a flyer, and it is just I really wish I had my. I'll show it from here. I need my Apple device to come in, guys. Seriously, but we'll do this one. Okay. So this is my flyer. I know y'all probably barely see it. I wish I can get it bigger, but um, so I mean my brochure. So this is the one I've been working on. And it's English and Spanish. So um, this is it kind of gives the warning signs of emotional psychological abuse, warning signs of financial exploitation, warning signs of neglect and abandonment. Oh, they're in a good mood apparently. So warning signs of neglect and abandonment, and warning signs of sexual abuse. I put a couple of each one, and then warning signs of physical. Sorry, I did say it. My bad. Um, physical abuse, and here lists is all 10 types of abuse. So we have physical, domestic violence, sexual, psychological, emotional, financial, modern slavery, believe it or not, discriminatory, organizational, or institutional neglect of acts or omission, and self neglect. So these are the types, and these are the brochures that I'm going to be passing out these on that weekend. Um, so it's just a lot of this I am doing on my own. As you can tell, I will be printing out all this stuff on my own. I'll probably be folding them all on my own. So between this brochure and the other one, I still got to create with all the numbers. I still got to, I redid all my business cards all over again. So I got to reprint all those and hand those out. Unfortunately, I do all my labor. So at 9:20, I still got to do the merchandise for the event. And I know my husband said he will donate a couple of like the sports cups to them and stuff like that. Something outside so that way he also knows Father's Day's coming up and stuff like that. So he's definitely gonna donate a couple of cups outside of my logo to bring in more money. Ooh, that was a bug. Bug. Um, so again, I did have that one in Spanish. We are a Spanish city down here, so you would think I would know Spanish, but I don't. I don't. I understand, believe it or not, I do understand it, but having a conversation with you, I'd be like, no, it's not having it. But I do know what you call me. I'll know exactly what you said about me, but I won't be able to say it back in Spanish. I'll just tell you in English, like, what you got. So, um, but other than that, I was trying to see if I could find a volunteer DJ for that event. So if anybody is in the current area or know anybody in the local area that is wanting free exposure, that'll probably be the best way to get it. Um, so you are too funny. You are too funny. So I am so that way it gets y'all free exposure, especially if y'all are just an upcoming DJ. Y'all need all the this will probably be the best way to get your name out there and get free leads. You know, volunteer yourself, little keep me happy. um keep me entertained. Sour melons. What are sour melons? I'm gonna look that up now. Hold on. No, my computer's is slow. I wish I could. Let me see. Sour melons. Come on, guys, work with me. Sour melons. Or is that like another term for something I don't know about? I'm really kind of sometimes things really do fly over my head. Oh, I'm like, oh, I'm reading it now. Sorry, guys, just want to be in on it. Don't leave me left out of these conversations. No, I'm serious, guys. Like half the time things go over my head, and I'll be like, oh, okay, and not even know it. Um, Now what happened to my screen? I don't even know why I'm still on here, but I'll just keep talking to you guys. Oh, okay. Well, they're really good. I'm pretty sure that'll be why you're addicted to them, but they are grapes. They're G2K's kryptonite. Okay. Oh God. I mean, I like sour things too. I just didn't know that there were sour melons out there. I guess I'm more. That's hilarious. I was like, "What's a sour melon?" See, I get distracted a little easily, guys. Indeed, sour is my kryptonite. Who was it? Always had a pack of what was it? There's that movie that they always had like like a snack in the car for him, and they would just toss it. He's like, "Where's my peanut?" I think it was maybe the Zodiac, where he always had to have a snack. That's just so funny. Um, yeah, where can you get those? Can you get them at Walmart? I don't shop at Walmart, so can you get them at Walmart though? Or do you get them in like the? They are at Walmart. Okay. See, I'm from Texas. I'm an HEB shopper. I don't do Walmart unless it's like the last resort. I'm surprised Walmart hasn't gone bankrupt, honestly. But and that may be your kryptonite, but this is mine. I have like a bunch of these. Like, gotta have one at least a day. If not a 2 liter or 3 liter, if you can still find them in 3 liters. But I will sleep with one of these next to me. Oh, potato state, Idaho potatoes. I love potatoes, baked potatoes. Okay, off topic, but it's okay. I love baked potatoes. Well, that's what this is kind of for. It's not. I'm not doing it real serious. I just wanted to announce and let everybody know they are on aisle 6, door. Ooh, he knows exactly where to go. You are too funny. Can you tell me where I parked then? Because I still get lost in the parking lot. You never heard of Big Red before? Okay, well, it's literally a Texas thing. Big Red, it's actually southern state, like maybe the two next door neighboring states probably heard of it. Anything outside, I know when I was in California, they never really heard of Big Red either. So, but it is my. I don't drink clear sodas because they don't do the trick for me. But yes, Big Red. Maybe we should ship you some temper. I should ship you some because you need to try it. You need to try it, and you become addicted. Maybe that and some of those sour melons. Yes, that is bad. This is where, yeah, I really shouldn't be drinking that right now. Is the bomb is yes, yes. So it's all about Big Red and bottle goa. That's a Texas thing. Big Red and bottle goa. We literally have like runs, like charity runs. Big Red and bottle goa charity runs. So yes, and believe it or not, I don't speak Big Red, but I mean I don't speak Spanish, but I did say bottle goa pretty well, right? Just saying. I make fun of myself for not knowing Spanish. Sorry guys. I tease myself. I don't need anybody to make comments or tease me. I do that very well. I'll be the first one to say it. I'll be the first one to laugh when I fall too. So good luck on trying to make me feel bad. So, but yes, I still. So we were able to see the brochure. So let me bring up back that other one. So now we are still, but I am still raising money. The little QR code in the back, I did switch it because for some reason the other QR code wasn't working when I asked my husband to verify it again. He's like, it worked the first time. I was like, yeah, that's technology, sweetheart. Like, this is why I'm double checking it. So I changed. I just put my PayPal up here. This is, it's not, well, not my PayPal, but the organization's PayPal. Up here, so it goes directly to the Vivid Lifestyles VLS PayPal link, so you can donate there. It's a lot easier. Just do it that way. Scan the QR code. If not, I have Cash App at scrolling down at the bottom. It's money sign Vivid Lifestyles, and that's to the organization. So all that will get we'll have the organization's name, so I know it all goes to the organization and not. I know you guys want to give me money if y'all want to, but no, it just send it to the organization. I don't really accept personal money or tips or anything like that. So if it tastes like fruit champagne, ooh, fruit champagne. See, I'm not much of a drinker either, so but I do kind of sip on some champagne here and there. But I'll take a sip if anything, a glass is probably the most I drink, and whatever. It's not my cup of tea. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try. I try. I do. It does, you know, elderly abuse. I've seen it happen. Any kind of abuse. I was raised in an abusive family, so it's all history and not, it's where I come from. So I'm just trying to, basically break the silence, break the cycle. So we just need to reach out to more people, pass out flyers and cards. Just make sure that they have, if anything, the information that they need to keep themselves safe. Um, who just came in? Clockwork Rex. Ah, welcome, Clockwork. Welcome. How are you today? Come join the chat. We are talking about Big Red, champagne, and sour melons. All in the mix of stopping elder abuse or abuse, period. So we'll throw some of that. It's all about awareness. Yes, yes. It's all about awareness. So, like I was saying, I am still collecting funds because some of these flyers and brochures do cost money to make, as far as ink and paper. That's all I really need is ink and paper because, like I said, I'm doing all the manual work myself and I'm creating all the flyers and brochures myself. And more than likely be folding them all myself. Yeah, my kids don't help out with anything, and I don't expect them to. They're kids, so I'll be doing all the work. So it's okay, Clockwork. My internet is always crazy. My computer, I just told the whole story, but my system is still not here. So we're all good. We all slow. We all disconnect and reconnect. We all good. We all family here. We know this. We know the struggle. We know the struggle. We all know five G isn't 5G. Or what do they have now? I don't even know. See, I'm not even up to date on what internet. Wasn't it like what's that Google Fiber now? I'm not gonna say nothing temper, but I almost answered that. I was really trying to think of the answer for that. I was like, what do you mean left or right? But I get it. My internet went sideways, so you're asking that. I see. I'm telling you, things just kind of. Oh my god. I think I was a blonde in like another lifetime. I know that's kind of being stereotyping people, but baby, you need to go to the room, my love. What are you doing? You need to go to the room, my love. Sorry, my baby. My baby. Yes, yes, yes. Well, welcome. We all appreciate it. Thanks, Sugar Glider. It went so far left today. You're too funny. Uh, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, Sugar Glider. Thank you. Please, please share. I want this. I want this event to be a hit. Not like that, but I wanted to um, be successful. I am actually that location. um, we are going to be in a very dominant area, one where there's a lot of Hispanics and elderly people, which is so funny because I don't speak Spanish. But this is why I'm making a Spanish. This is exactly why I'm making a Spanish brochure, just because I know what area side of town I'm going to be at. So it's going to be a great location. Great to get the word out. So, um, it's okay because I probably needed it to be typed twice. Um, that's okay because sometimes I go the free. Have you ever like gone like literally? Sometimes I open my phone and get to the web page and I'll be like, I just forgot what I was researching, and then I get to like I start searching something else, and I'll be like, oh, then like 5 minutes later I remember what I was researching. So I'm like, it's okay. I need things written down twice sometimes. No need to be sorry. We're all human. Trust me, I am. Even though my kids think I work miracles, but I just do the best. Anyway, but yeah, so we are gonna be giving out flyers. I am gonna be giving out gift card as until they last. I'm gonna have free gift cards to be given out for the people who do come and visit me at the table, and um you don't have to donate anything, but donations are really appreciated. Who's adorable? Let's see who's. Oh, get to know stuff. Yes, you are adorable. Yes, indeed, I am. We all are adorable. I'm just no man. Y'all are too funny. But so again, we will be there June 21st. Elder abuse is on June 15th. I said 15th. Yes, on June 15th. This month. So it is National Elder Abuse Awareness. So we actually it's called World, but because it is shared around the world, but national. It's easier for me to say national than world for some reason. Yes, 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 Rex. I don't know if you're close by, but we are looking for DJs to volunteer at this event. At this event, be great exposure, free exposure, and and plenty of leads. So yes, um, we are looking for a DJ. Again, it's only gonna be 3 hours from 2 to 5, but still enough time to, and that's gonna be during their busiest times because it is a Saturday. So Saturday between 2 and 5, that's usually when everybody's picking up, getting ready to get their dinner and go home with their family, or they're in the middle of just done shopping, and that is we are going to be. That is a busy area, so it's going to be nice to have, and they're right off the highway, so it will be we will be visible to the local area, whoever passes by. You feel 96? I cannot feel 96. No, 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 no. Hi, Charbaddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. So we're just here talking about the event, kind of discussing other things. But yes, this this little live right now is just to kind of update everybody on what I've been doing and how I've been trying to get this organization up and running and to become a little bit more successful, and help out people. Again, the ultimate goal of this organization is to provide temporary housing for people who are in abusive situations, whether they're elderly, children, women, men. Unfortunately, abuse does not discriminate. So we are here to help out those types of people. But we are raising funds so we can do that. So even if it's a couple of days, even if it's a week, or even it's just for one night, as long as we keep them safe, as long as we can help them, basically there is an airplane going by. I don't know if y'all heard that. Why? What's going on in the news, guys? I always freak out now. Ever since not 9/11, like every time a plane pass, like I'm like, oh my gosh, like what did I miss? Like And that's been a long time ago, and I'm still. It's all good clockwork. If you can, if you have any, just let me know. If you go to um, the link in my description to my channel, it's the link space link. That'll be a way for them to email me if you do have anybody and they do want to reach out. My email's there. Temper has my email. We'll definitely get it out if you know anybody who is willing to volunteer or help out. I'm always looking for people in the area to help. No problem, Char Batty. I like we said, as long as we speak out, we break the silence, we can break the cycle. Again, a lot of times it's just basically just even if it's just putting in an anonymous phone call. Yes, good to know. I would love to just let me know what time. That way, I could set aside or just make sure I'm really on and I don't get distracted with life things here. But yes, I would love to just let me know. I think Steph and them have my email as well, but Temper definitely has my email, so and he has me on the WhatsApp. So just y'all can definitely get a hold of me there. But yes, again, a lot of this information um, have been coming out. I know I've been trying to get. There's been a lot of stories and a lot of news coverage going on. There's stuff happening all over this country. So, yep, just let me know what time. That way I can pencil you guys in. I'm up early in the morning too, so my day starts early. So, um, usually, yeah, mornings, afternoons are a lot better than evenings. Just future reference. But I can always set aside evenings if that's what y'all prefer to. But definitely let me know and we'll work something out. I'm here pretty much all day. It's just the kids that keep me going, keep me busy. So so y'all know if y'all have kids, y'all definitely know. And I only got you know four right now home. One's at my parents' house and one's grown. So I at least got one out of the way, kinda. For that's an everyday for me. Clockwork. You're fine. Um, I'm Central Time Zone. So right now it is 2 o'clock my time. Yes, yes. Sleeping into me is like 5 or 6 o'clock. Like my body just wakes up for some reason between the hours of 1 and 4. I don't have to use the restroom. I'm not hungry. I'm not whatever. I'm like, oh, like a Pop Tart just pop up like, and everybody's still asleep. I was like, I'm such a weirdo. So okay. So you're an hour ahead of us. And so 3 p.m. So you are 3 p.m. and I'm 2 p.m. You are an hour ahead of us. Yes, we're an hour behind you guys. So, but yeah, just let me know and then we can we'll work things out. Like I said, I'm pretty much here all day unless life happens. But yes, I'm just glad that we were able to. I know I've been working on it and saying, I found a location, just need a date, just need a date. But yes, I was able to go down there and speak to the owner and um, and set the date, set the time, and everything. So I was really happy. And she definitely, if this goes right, she's definitely going to let us do more events there. So this is a good opportunity to continue spreading the word. I do want to do a couple. That would be nice if I can, be live, there. That way y'all can see what's going on, see how everything's going, and show a little support. No, we are an hour behind. It's only 1 p.m. now. So y'all, okay, now y'all confusing me. Who's who? Who's ahead and who's behind? Okay, get to know you're behind at 1 p.m. and Clockwork is ahead at 3 p.m. Baby, let me kiss this. Now go to the room. No. Uh, you're fine. I stay confused. So, do you have to sleep with one eye open? Oh, y'all are too funny. She will eat you alive. Okay, y'all are funny. She gonna get you. She gonna get you. but um, but yes, definitely, definitely. June 21st. I'm trying to get on live as well. Um, girl, so does mine. We all good here. I just seen a post of somebody that put, like, it was a guy speaking to the guys, like, you guys still make your woman mad knowing something even after she watches serial kill, like, crime shows and stuff like that. He goes, how can, like, she watches that for fun and you're still gonna make her mad? Kind of thing. I was like, yeah, I watch crime, I don't know if there's something to that, but I'm just like, I was like, just makes you think about it. If somebody watches crime shows for fun, why would you want to make that person mad? I don't know. It's just food for thought, right? It's the I watch those kinds of shows, so do I. Yeah, I love those shows. Like the what was it, like, the neighbors next door, and then it was like you have all these shows now. I'm just like, I get their titles confused. I'm just like, to me they're all the same, but I'm like, ooh. You're a button pusher. I had an aw. Well, hopefully it was just a bad dream. You're a button pusher, clock Rex, clockwork Rex. You're a button pusher. No, the way you should put it be like, no, I'm a patience teacher. You help teach patience to people, not a button pusher. You're a patience teacher. I used to know somebody who used to have PTSD, so night terrors and getting woken up in the middle of the night, yeah, it can be a little scary sometimes. Now, I don't know if that's what happened last night to you guys, but yeah, night terrors are not people's best friends. I think my best. Well, you know what they say. You always talk to the closest to them first, anyway. So I think she will be an automatic suspect to begin with, regardless of the situation. So I think the all-time best one. I don't know um if y'all used to. I was a big Vanderpump's Rule watcher, and I used to love. Didn't mean she was correct or right in any of the things that she did, but I used to kind of be like Stassi's character in that, and um yeah, she has some interesting things. I think the best one was when she told that story with the she would have like a weapon made out of ice and stuff like that. I'm like, this girl is off the chain, like seriously. And then that little snake, like that, it wasn't little, it was huge. That snake necklace too. I was like, you put that snake necklace with what she just said. I'm just like, this girl is like off the wall. I'm a watcher on the wall. But yes, so it's very interesting. I'm like, this girl. I was like, is that even possible? But I'm like, it may be. I don't know. I don't know. But this girl was like told. I'm like, if this girl is not going to be a serial killer or a psychotic person, like I don't know what is anymore because I thought that was pretty psychotic. But at the same time, I was like, ooh, kind of interesting. It's 111 over there. Let me tell you this good to know. That's what I tell my husband all the time. I'm like, I'm gonna get life insurance on you because and I always tell them, wait, let me get life insurance first because you know. But that's hilarious. That I say the same thing. You don't have you don't have to have it. She can have one on you though, and still get money. Now, hopefully, those are not cigarettes, sugar glider. I don't. No, no cigarettes. No, no, no. I don't mind if it's green. But yeah, cigarettes are not good for you. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a way to get to know people, right? But yes, cigarettes are bad. Like this is why I always tell my husband too. I'm gonna get life insurance on him because he's a big cigarette smoker, and I can't stand it. But you know, yeah, I'm sure you did. Yep. She, I mean, because my sister has life insurance on my parents, and I'm like, they have their own life insurance, right? But I get it. I'm like, why? You're just trying to bank on mom and dad now, aren't you? But man, that cartoon was kind of loud. But but yeah, I'm like, goes to show you. Sometimes I always wonder why people have. I'm like, if you have life insurance on certain people, I'm always going to be suspicious. Now, for you to have one on your husband and wife, then that's pretty. But yeah, she couldn't have one on you without your approval. I mean, which is really weird. I don't know how that works, but I mean, I do, but I mean, like, why they don't? I mean, I don't know. Life insurance is a whole another level. But yes, y'all are too funny. Again, no cigarettes. I'm gonna be on you guys for that if that's what if you're smoking cigarettes. No, I think what it was like at first when I first dated him, it was I it was all right. Like I didn't like for a long time all the way through high school. Like I was like, don't date people who drink, don't date people who smoke. Point blank, those are my two things. So for a long time, I that's just my thing. But I guess as time, like smoking became more normalized, and so I was just like, it's really hard to find somebody who doesn't smoke cigarettes. Like, I don't know why it's so hard, but it's hard. And so I was like, so it didn't bother me. I just kind of adjusted to it. But then I think it was like my third pregnancy or fourth pregnancy. I just couldn't do the smell at all. Like this, like it literally made me puke every time. So ever since then, it's just like, even to this day, like I'm just like, walk 10 feet ahead of me or walk 10 feet behind me if you're going to be smoking a cigarette around me because I just can't. It's like, ever since then, like that smell just became more of a nuisance to me. And lawyers. Yep, lawyers want to make their money. But yeah, I'm just like, ugh. But anyway, okay. But you'd be surprised. Yep. Nicotine is really bad. Like like say that's what I don't understand. Like between cigarettes and alcohol, I'm like those two are like such killers. And I don't think I've heard of a case of anybody ODing or getting cancer from you know the grass. Now, the other one that you mentioned, I wouldn't even. Yeah, they're both bad. They're both bad. But yeah, I haven't even followed up on that Stefan Diggs thing with that whole Cardi B boat situation. Like, I'm just so upset with that. Like, I just stopped looking for news on that because I'm like, they're never gonna. I don't think he's ever gonna get penalized for anything. If anything, a couple of games, preseason, whatever. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how people could get into all that stuff. Like, I'm so terrified. It's like I hate going in to get plasma just because I'm terrified of needles. My anxiety level goes up. I freak out every time. Like I gotta have special people around me just to do give plasma. So I'm like, how do these people able to do these other kind of things? Like, I would never be able to stick myself with a needle like that. No. This is why I'm not an MA or a phlebotomist. Like, nobody's gonna you're not gonna practice on me. Like, no, I am not your test dummy. I am not, and I would not practice on myself either. I am not my own test dummy either. I gotta practice on watching what I say. Other than that, 'cause that's usually I just have a conversation. I just say things left and right, and I'm like, but yeah, I'm really trying to watch what I say here a little bit at a time, a little bit. But yeah, no, I'll donate plasma. I still save lives. I'll get, I'll do what I can. That's the only, but you're not gonna take my life. No, needles are not gonna take my life. But I'll do. I think I'll donate plasma. I don't never donated blood before. I'm really nervous about that. I don't. There are too many. Not that giving donating plasma is any safer than donating blood, but I don't know. Either way. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you, guys. I had two. I was cleaning out my fish tank yesterday, and my poor fish died in the middle of me cleaning the fish tank. I don't know what happened. I was like, what did I do to these fish for them to die in the middle of cleaning their tank? Like, I'm trying to do something nice for you guys and give you a clean home, and you just want to croak on me? Like, what? I had to literally call my son. It's okay. You're good. I had to call in my son because one, I cleaning out all the. I'm one of those. I maybe I took too long or something. I don't know because normally it takes me about like almost 2 hours to clean out my little 5 gallon fish tank. And you would just think like that little thing takes you 2 hours. Yeah, unfortunately it does because one, I gotta take out all the water because I can't lift the tank with the water in it. So I gotta take out some of the water first. And then I take out everything in there and I take out all the pebbles, all the rocks or whatever. And then I run the rocks underwater, like little. I get a little toothbrush and I literally like stand there. And then my husband's like, "What are you doing? Why can't you just drain it and put it back in there?" I'm like, "No, like they got clean houses." So I sit there and scrub with the toothbrush. So I'm just like, one dies on me, and then I turn around. So I'm like, "Oh my God, Skylar, is just one, right? We got one living now." And he's like, "Yo, poor thing, he's gonna be by himself." And I'm over here tearing up because I'm crying because I'm laughing so hard inside. Um, and so, hey, Rainbow, welcome. I know I haven't been on in a while, so I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so and so he's like, "Oh yeah, so now we only have one." And then the next thing I know, I'm like done cleaning the tank, and oh sweetheart, I love to karaoke, but I can't carry a tune in the bucket. Not even in the shower. Okay, that's why I karaoke with my kids because I it makes me feel better. um, got it. That'll work. That'll work. Good to know. I'll put it in my calendar. No, let me write it down now because I will forget. And I don't have mods to remind me of anything. I'm not really looking for a mod either, but I mean, I could use one, but oh my gosh, I've heard of dilemmas with the mods. I'm like, I mean, I just need somebody from my hometown to mod so I can keep track. See, I've been practicing my flyers all the time. Like, I tried this one, like This is a practice where this ain't the paper I'm putting. I bought paper to put it on, but I'm just writing it down because I will forget. Like somebody told me I can't sing worth it, but I still do it every Sunday. Oh yeah, I would definitely join. I'm just kind of giving y'all a fair warning. I can't. I'm not a sing. Um, nope. Nope. Yeah, you can. There is no try. That's hilarious. You either sing or you can't sing. One of the two, but there's no in between there. That's why I say I just love to sing, but I know I can't carry a tune. I would love to join you guys. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. But yes, I did get paper and stuff, and like I said, I have everything for the event. I have tent, tables, little what do you call them? Signage holders, whatever they're called, and the little business card holders, like a bunch of those. So I have things to set up and everything, but but yes, so it's gonna be. I'm hoping it'll be a fun event. Again, I will. I'm trying to get gift cards to pass out. I think right now I'm only gonna probably can get maybe 15 to 20 depending on the amounts. I haven't decided what amount, whether I want to do like $5 ones or $10 ones, but it all just depends on the amount that I do. Unfortunately, Texas people are cheap, so if they're not worth it, they probably more than won't come out for something. But I'm pretty sure if I say it's like a $20 gift card, that they'll be lying around the block because $20 here is a lot of money. Not enough, but it's considered a lot of money here. It's okay, Temper. You could just join us for the fun then. Hey, I used to go to karaoke bars only because to watch them and laugh at everybody who sung. So, and then that's the thing. I don't need a drink to make a fool of myself. So, so 20. What did I miss 20 for? 20, 20, 20 is a lot. But oh yeah, $20 is a lot. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I probably it's either gonna be a choice between $5 and $10, and I'm thinking about just doing them the Reno since we're there at that location. I can just you know hit a double stone. If I already know that they're there buying one, I might as well come meet me and get a free gift card, right? Um, but yeah, I'm thinking about anywhere between the $5 to $10 range. And I'll get with the owner one more time before the event because I know she's gonna be gone on a business trip for about a week, the week before. So I know when she gets back, we're supposed to meet up one more time. So I'll see if maybe she wants to donate or sponsor a couple more gift cards out of her gracious of her heart. But we'll see. Um, then again, I don't want to have too many, then have leftovers. That's why I said like while supplies last, because um, I don't. This is the first event I have for this organization, so it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Again, it's gonna be June 21st. National World National Elder Abuse Awareness is on the 15th of June. So we're really trying to spread the word, and the location we have is actually a very good location for the. It's a lower, basically the lower income, but there's a lot of elderly and people with elderly parents in that. So it's a lot of families in that area. So hopefully will do good. And like I said, I'm not trying to make a lot of money there. I'm not. That's not what it's nice. I need to fundraise for other parts of this organization. People do need places to stay, and unfortunately, I'm not able to help them in that way. But give them the resources to go, and numbers and websites to go to. But trying to do more does cost a little bit of money. But other than that, I'm just trying to get the information out so that way, like I said, we break the silence, we break the cycle. If we can help out one elder or person that's being abused, then um, we did our job. We could get them to a safe place, get them the resources that they need. Again, I'm trying to extend out. Depending how big this organization gets, I will probably get a couple of family members that I have in some situation that they will be able to help me, and um, that are connected with some of the police departments and stuff like that. So um, little by little, as we grow, I want to bring in more people and network more, and especially with like lawyers and the police departments, and things like that. So I definitely want to build a connection with some of those organizations as well, so that way they can provide the people who are in need of services and help. They can get it. So again, one step at a time. I'm just happy I was able to secure a date and a time, so that way y'all won't just be like, she just keeps talking about how she wants to do this and she doesn't do it. Okay, that was like, sorry, my husband would say, that's the white version of you coming out. Okay, whatever. But yes, I just didn't want to be like all talk and nothing done, because I really think going out there and speaking to people. And even though I'm not much, I don't even like being on here either. Sorry guys, I love you guys, but being in front of camera is not my thing. I'm always behind the camera. I don't do public speaking. I don't do that. Like, I'm surprised. Like, no, I just don't. But I gotta be out here. This is the only way. It's kind of like that. I don't know if y'all remember the movie Coyote Ugly, where she wanted to be a songwriter, but the only way to get her songs out, she's got to sing them, right? But she didn't like. She had stage fright. It's kind of like me. It's like I gotta get out there and spread the word myself and be the face of the company. And I'm more of a behind the scenes. I'm a paper pusher. Let me do the books. Let me be your accountant. Let me do this. Let me do that. You go out there and do that. But unfortunately, I gotta put my big girl panties on and do the work. So I was actually get to know. I was thinking about it. I wanted to. I that isn't is something I do. It was an option of mine to do. That's why I think I said it earlier. I do want to come live and share it with everybody, um, and stuff like that. So um, that way y'all can join in on the event, and y'all can see how everything's going. It's just a matter of figuring how I'm gonna do that while I'm there. I could do it on my phone, I guess, but it is what it is. I probably would do it on my phone. Um, but I kind of wanted a screen and a projector and stuff like that. That way I had it up, and then while people were approaching the table, you'll be able to be involved with them as well. Like one big event, across state lines. I just Another thing, time and money is just not my biggest friend right now, but um it is. Is that my package? I'm waiting for ink so I could start some of these cups to make. So, yes, I guess it is kind of good to get out of my comfort zone, but I really don't. I'm not I don't like being out there in the front. Like I said, I like being behind the camera. I like the one being taking the pictures, being the camera person, and setting up lights, doing more behind the scene work than being out there. But of course, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? So Actually, this is probably is a big growing step for me to get out of my comfort zone and to be public speaker because it was, I do say what and a lot. So yeah, I remember when I was pre-recording them, they're like, "Do you want to take all the us out?" Alexa, I wasn't talking to you. Um, but it would say, "Do you want to take all the us out?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then like you would see my video go from like an hour to like 30 minutes. I was like, "I do say a lot." Didn't realize it. I hear somebody. Thanks, neighbor. But yeah, I don't like the attention. I don't. I'm happy to that if people know of me, but I don't need them to know of me kind of thing. But again, for the nonprofit organization, I gotta put on my big girl panties and do what I gotta do to make this successful. So yes, 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 it definitely is. It definitely is. Saving people is definitely a better cause than me being in my shell. Because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about my uncomfortability or anything like that. Me being uncomfortable or anything like that. It's a matter of saving somebody. But yes, that is so true. I have to just stop thinking about myself. We can sometimes as human beings be a little selfish, and this is a way of me not being selfish or trying not to be selfish and stepping out. Because trust me, I probably like, dude, even when I get it, even if it's just a speeding ticket, and I gotta get in front of a judge. I was like, I need to go puke because my nerves and anxiety. I don't do public speaking. I don't do all that. I like everybody's like, you should be a lawyer. You love to argue. I'm like, yeah, I don't. I get nervous. My anxiety level goes up, and I end up in the restroom and can't get myself together. So don't ever have me try a case for you, okay? I love to argue. I'll make a point, but yeah, I'm gonna need to be on the phone or something because yeah, it's crazy. Like I don't know if I just work myself up or what, but yeah. Even when I get on lives here, I'm like, no, I'll do it 30 minutes later, do 30 minutes later, because it's like, I gotta sit here and look at myself. And who wants to look at themselves for an hour or two? Not me. I got better things to do than look at myself. But no, the cause is better. It's bigger and better than cleaning the restroom. So, who is that on the staircase? They're having a party on the staircase, and I wasn't invited, guys. I'm just joking. Upstairs. I know the neighbor upstairs. I feel bad because he was in a he was hit by a car by a drunk driver, so he is like in crutches, like he doesn't have. So I hear him upstairs, not him walking, but like sometimes I think he falls because it's like a big old thud, and I'm like, sometimes I have to go tell my husband like, go check up on him, and he's like, he's fine. Like if he doesn't come down, or I was like, how's he gonna come down and ask for our help if he's fallen, dummy? And he's like, he'll be okay. And then like sure enough, I hear it again or do so. You hear him walking. I'm like, okay, maybe he's just, And it's like I get nervous. I was like, see, and I always tell him, I was like, are you okay? He says, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, okay, just making sure. You know, I'm like, hopefully he doesn't fall one day and then we just, you know, I just feel so bad. But I shouldn't say he's not able to take care of himself. Yeah, I do. And that's why sometimes you see me set my live for like, let's just say I set it for 1:30, but then I jump on like at 1:10 or whatever. It's because it's like me putting it back and being like, no, I'm gonna wait later. I'm gonna wait later. I gotta, wait, and then it's me saying, you know what, just get it, hurry up and get it over with. Like the sooner you get on, the sooner the nerves will get over. You get over the nerves, you get over all this, and you're right back. You'll be okay. You're not gonna die. You'll be okay. Well, sure enough, I'm still here, so I'm obviously okay. So little by little, it's getting easier, but it's nowhere near what I can see. I see some people on there that just like loves it, and I'm just like, girl, how can you just on there like it's a thing to do? But I don't know. But oh my goodness. But yeah, so I am hoping. My goal is to at least raise, like I said, anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 at this event. I need to raise money before then, but I'm just talking about after the event. So that way we can really start getting people places. Like I said, I used to do travel agency. I still can if I wanted to, but I'm a travel advisor. So I have a being able to get them into Airbnbs, hotels, anything, um, rental houses, things like that, vacational houses, whatever, anything to keep them safe and get them away from it. I can definitely get them that. Where they're able to have places and even a meal the next day. Um, because sometimes these people who are in this situation, they might not have any funds because their abuser might have them all, might have the control over them. So it's, or sometimes people just want to up and leave and escape and not have anything to do with their past. So, you know, there's some hard times out there, for these types of people, and it's crazy when you're in that situation and you just feel like there's no hope or nowhere to go and you feel like you're stuck. Just I just want them to know, like, hey, we can get you someplace for a couple of days, and then from there we can work with it, whether we gotta get people to open up their houses or whatever. We'll find some. It's better than being where you're at, trust me, because people who are in that situation, they never know, or you may never know when it could be the last time you see them. So I mean, an abu- an abuser can go from 0 to 100 instantly and take somebody's life. And um, sometimes anger just gets the best of people, and people don't know how to control it. And it can damage people and people's lives and families' lives. So before it even gets to that extent, we want to try to break that cycle. And then including, if you could break that cycle, then the kid doesn't have to live with that. And then, the cycle doesn't repeat. You can teach them different that y- you don't have to be abusive to get what you want. That's sometimes what I think abused people do. They're just in their own little world and they want to do what they want to do. They can't do what they want to do. They can't get what they want to get. So they just flip out. Um, or they find a reason to flip out. So definitely, we want to make sure that they are saved. I know San Antonio is a big, um, Texas is a big state for that. I think just in elderly abuse, I think there was several thousand just within a year. So it was almost like half of the national, if I'm not mistaken, were coming from like Texas. So I'm like, no, this is way too much. This is way too much. So again, I'm just, if y'all have any information or if you know anybody who wants to tell their story, they're more than welcome to come on my platform to, to speak. Um, so I'm not, as long as, they're telling their story, I don't have a problem with it. I don't, people need a source of outlet to release. And, if you don't have nobody to speak to, you're more than welcome to speak to me. Um, You ain't know I probably won't gossip or remember half the things you tell me, but I'll just be here to tell you everything's gonna be okay, and we'll work something out, and we'll get things done together. Um, oh, thanks. Get to know. I'm really bad about like I can't. Well, I'm sitting here talking to you guys, checking and doing that. But thank you for checking for me. See, thank you. But I'm glad that it's growing. I'm glad that I'm growing. I'm growing because this is very, very important. Um, we do need to break this cycle, and that's very, very, very important. Like I said, I grew up in in that type of situation. Necessarily wasn't. It doesn't mean I wasn't abused later on in life, but I wasn't abused as a child. But it was my mom who was always abused. Poor thing. I still can remember stories, and I still have issues from that. I don't think I ever recovered from that because my family don't talk about it. So gotta talk to somebody about it, right? But yeah, so it is a big deal, and if we don't break, I could have continued the cycle, with my kids or whatever and things like that, but there's there's really no reason for it. I never, which I'm glad, because you know what, I shouldn't. It was me. I shouldn't say my sisters were never abused by my dad, but I was fortunate to be when I was born. Um, was kind of the chosen one to become the reason why he didn't abuse anymore. I don't know what, maybe because it was I was a sports player and that was his thing. He was very athletic, and I would think he had me on this pedestal for a little bit more, which made life a little bit more difficult in another sense. But oh, thank you. Get to know. Thank you. Yes, yes. We are trying. We are trying. But yes, so I get it. We got to break the cycle. I can only imagine if I was like that with my kids, I don't think I would have kids right now if that was the case. I think I would punish myself from having kids if I was ever an angry person like that. Not saying I don't get upset, but I'm never going to push somebody out of the car while it's moving either. Just saying. Um, Although I have been abused later on in life, so it doesn't, like just I think it was like 7 years ago. I know I was living in Hondo at the time, so yeah, me and my husband were separated at the time, and I was dating somebody, and oh yeah, well let's just say he didn't walk away without having anything to remember me by, but you know, um, thank you, Temper. Oh, you're always gonna get a thank you for me for even the smallest things. I'm sorry. I just say thank you a lot. I'm because I know it could be. It doesn't have. You don't have guys that don't have to do that. So I'm always gonna say thank you. Um, but yeah. So I was beat pretty bad. I had to go to the hospital. Like I was literally throwing up blood and stuff like that. Like I was scared of myself, scared for myself. So I was like, okay, this is to the. I mean, not saying that that was the first time it happened, whether it was by that person or by somebody else, but like at that time, it scared me, and I'm not one to be scared. I have no problem, fisting up with the guy. No problem. I'd rather fist up with the guy than a girl. I feel like we shouldn't hit girls at all, um, but you do take the first shot. You take the first hit. I'm coming after you, um, but yeah, it's just he did some damage on me. I even had pictures and had to send it to my kid's dad my husband now, but well, he was my husband back then too. But like I said, we were going like it was 4 kids. This was like 4 kids later and stuff like that. So um yeah, so I sent him pictures and he was upset. So um yeah, let's just say that I was like pretty much the last time I saw that guy. Um but yeah, he walked away with some scars too. I'm just saying, you put mama in the corner, and I'm gonna come back, but with no lights, cause I'm sorry, I black. That's why I don't get. I think I do have, and I think that's why I'm big on this because I can't. I think I do have my dad, some of my dad in me to where I can black out, and when I black out, that's it. There's no saving you or saving me. So I don't want to get to that point. So I just, mind my business. Yes, we do. We want growth. We want growth. And I think I had mentioned last time, Tepper, I still haven't been able to do it. I need to get my notepad out on the computer. I need to start copying all y'all's YouTube channels and putting them up. Like I said, I don't have them on, so um, but yeah, I need to start putting so that way I could start putting y'all's links in the chats and things like that. That way, and then too, it helps me remind you because I'm bad at when I say thank you, I'm like okay, going down the list, and you see my eyes, I'm like thinking, okay, I'm just saying VB, get to know the dopest nerd. Like I'm going down like in my you can see my mind processing through my facial expressions. So you'd be like, what is she doing? I'm actually thinking, guys. Nothing else. And there's nothing serious to it. I'm just thinking. Yes, we all have great minds. As long as we're on the positive side, the righteous side, we're the great minded side. Oh. They're just doggies. It's okay. Somebody's walking their dogs out there. But I have my back door open so she could sniff and see and hear everything outside. So that's my baby, my little fur baby. So amongst my kids, I got two fur babies and a blue lobster still. This thing needs to release its eggs and hatch these things so I can get my fish tanks back. Because I swear, a pregnant blue alien lobster is not the funnest thing to have. And again, I don't know why I get these animals and they just seem to procreate around me. I'm a procreator. They procreate. I don't. Maybe it's just, you know, the Lord's blessing that anything that gets touched by these hounds is going to create something, another human life or another life. I don't know why. Just so anybody who's having trouble having babies, I'll give you all this. Yes. Oh, let's jump. What was that commercial? The doc is it Dr. Schultz? Yes, we're gelling. We gelling. We gelling. Oh no, definitely don't want a Grammy. Anybody else here wants a Grammy? No, keep me out of that scene. Once the scene makes changes, no, never. I don't even know what's going on with that. I haven't. I've been trying to keep up with the P Diddy case, but oh my gosh, I think it's so depressing. I'm like, it's bad enough I gotta talk about abuse. Like, let's. That is depressing. Definitely don't want a Grammy. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness. And like, oh, it was so. I see. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. I went to go get food and I saw I think it was somebody like a worker, um, helping an elderly lady into the car, putting up the wheelchair, putting it in the back of the car, and things like that. And I'm just looking. I'm like, you better be one of the good ones. I'm watching you. You better be one of the good ones because I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I was like, I'm gonna become the police now. But but no, I also another thing that I do want to like it to be a part of this because it actually kind of a lot of the abuse is not just from um family members or people. It's actually from like if you have ever been in Texas. I'm pretty sure this is all around the United States. I'm not saying Texas is the only horrible place to live at, but we're not so bad. But um, but yeah, like some of these apartments, like I'm like, the city, y'all want to get on parents about how they treat their kids and about the way where they have their kids and how they are raising their kids, but it's like, geez, like get on these some of these apartments, because it's half the time it's not even the people and their and the family's faults, because like one, you're most people here in San Antonio are below the poverty level, so you're having these people pay rent, do all this, do all that, just to move into a place where it either has mold, roaches, or whatever. I go, all this that they can't live. This is unhealthy for these one elderly and for the children. And not everybody could just up and move at any time, because one, you need deposits, you need first month's rent, last month's rent, fees, security fees, I don't know, pet deposits, all this. I mean, I get the pet deposit, but eventually all that starts adding up. So it's like you have, and then like I read, because this is what irritated me. I did not know this until I went to go do a little bit more research, because I did my research, like, okay, I'm calling, I'm complaining, I'm having these people come out, I'm trying to get these people to come out. Now whether they come out or not, I go, are they just not doing their job or what? And then I read up like the actual reason for, like, how do I get people to come and do a check, whether this is safe or not, whether this is a livable situation or if it's an unlivable situation. But they never came out, so I'm like, why am I even making complaints? Once you make one or two complaints and nobody comes and does anything, majority of the people, they kind of just like, well, I try, and by then it's already like 2 or 3 months, so either they've already got an eviction notice or they've gotten something else, because they're having to either one, go to the doctor a lot more because of their health issues for either mold or roaches or anything. Two, they're either buying their own products, like Raid or whatever, or three, so that also costs money out there. So these people don't understand. Yes, it's probably needs to be on them. All factors must be covered. Yes. So, but yeah, I'm just like, I lived where there was mold. I was literally sick all the time. I was getting headaches, migraines. My kids were always coughing, always just like bad wheezing, like always on an inhaler, always on this. And I'm like, what could be wrong? Like they weren't never this bad before. My kids do have a little asthma, but like to the point to where they got to go outside in the 100-degree heat and run for about 10-15 minutes before needing an inhaler. So why are they in a house where it's 70 degree, or an apartment where it's 73 to 75 degrees, with the AC on, and yet they're still having like asthma attacks? So I'm like, something's gotta be wrong. So as much as I complained and complained, so finally when we moved to this location, everything like that all stopped. Like you heard them playing fine in the background, no coughs, no nothing, nothing. So I'm like, it has to do like this is so, but best believe if the school would have noticed that they were sick all the time and be like, why are they always coughing? Why are they always this? Why are they always that? And then they come and send somebody out. I could have gotten my kids taken away because of their dumbasses, because CPS doesn't care. Oh, of how the like if it's the apartment's fault or not. They just know that these are your kids and you're supposed to take care of them. Now they would rather you be on the street than you living in a moated house. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like, where do you want us to go? That's much better than this place. That doesn't cost a whole bunch, because we just paid money. So a lot of these older people are in the same situation. A lot of these children are in the same situation. And sometimes the parents are have their backs against the wall. But not including, like I said, I was doing some research. You need 3 complaints within a 6 months period before anybody was to ever come out and look at that place. Most leases are only for a year. So you gotta wait, you gotta put in 3 complaints in 6 months before anybody comes out to do a check, to make sure there's a check. Is there an environmental health over that check? Well, that's why no, the only way that they will check is you have to put in complaints. They don't automatically come check, especially if like a new tenant moves out and you move in. They won't. They won't come and check. Application fee. Yeah, I forgot application fee. Yep. And then that's not including if you're single or married, then there's different prices for those too. Even the deposits are different if you're single or married, or if the apartment's bigger, or depending on what size of apartment. Yeah, that changes too. So yep, it's about $3,000 just to move. Yes. And let me tell you the story of what happened. This is why I want to fight it. Like I'm on the verge of like suing this company or not. It's just a matter, again, it's time and funds. No, yeah. Yeah, it is insane here. Like a one bedroom here in Texas is, I haven't found anything less than $900. So you're looking at least $1,000 just in rent. And that's not if they add in any extra fees like um nowadays here, at least here in that I've seen in San Antonio, a lot of the apartments are making you get internet through them. Like if you come with your, let's just say you want Google Fiber, or you want Spectrum, or whatever, whoever, Verizon. Let's say you already have that and you go in. Yep, that's about right. That is about right. Because I was paying 16 to 1800, and it was in a place, area. So yeah, that is crazy. But yes, I literally came from a place where I think one, they did fraud. Two, they basically do that. They extort you. They put you in a position to where they know you don't have no other choice but to go, just to take them up on their offer or whatever they, you know, because this the apartment before this, if y'all haven't, I think I've done videos at the very beginning, maybe even on my TikTok or Instagram or something, but it was the whole I may be broke but I ain't stupid kind of thing that I was doing, because of that. Because like I'm not the richest person. I'm one of those people who are still under the poverty line, well, because I have like five kids still under my care. But um but yeah, like I would the apartment I literally had a lease signed for this one apartment. Within less than 24 hours of me moving in, I had a move in person. I had, everybody was like already getting was we're ready to move. Within less than literally the night before, right as soon as they were getting ready to close. Mind you, I was supposed to move in the next day. That night before, right would be they're getting ready to close. They call me up and tell me that the apartment that I was getting ready to lease, that I had a lease for, wasn't ready. They couldn't tell me a time that it was going to be ready. They couldn't give me any information what I can do, because one, they've already gotten their roughly 12. Actually, at that time, it was probably more than that. So it was that $1,600 rent apartment that I was talking about. Like, so all of a sudden, that was around the price I was supposed to pay, was 12.55, give or take. That was what they were supposed to be. And then all of a sudden, they don't have no other apartments available. Okay, well, have a good bye. Get to know you. Have a good one. I'll see you Tuesday. If you're on tonight, I'll see you tonight. Um, But yeah, so it was real crazy. I was like, wait a minute, like, what am I supposed to do? I gave you close to $2,000. You asked for the deposit. You have the first month's rent. You got everything that you asked for, that you need to allow me to move in. Now, all of a sudden, you're telling me I can't move in. And literally, it was probably not only 22, because they called me like at 5 something, 6 o'clock. Yep. Yep. Mine's, yep. Actually, that's just my that's not even including cable. It's just my light is roughly $300 to $400. I mean, just the electricity. Yeah. So can you imagine water and cable? So, but yeah, like I'm just saying, like, really, where do you like? You expect me to fork out more money for a hotel or to find somebody some place to stay because I know y'all aren't gonna reimburse me, y'all aren't gonna pay for my hotel, y'all aren't gonna do this. So what else was I supposed to do but agree to that $1,600 just so I can have my me and my kids can have a place to lay their head for a night or two? Because therefore, when that apartment came ready, they didn't switch us over. They didn't give us the option to switch us over. When we wanted to move out of that apartment to get into one that was more affordable, they were gonna make us pay an extra, I think it was $200 to change. And I was like, that's not our fault. We weren't initially assigned to this. We had a lease for this one. According to you guys, there was no other one available. And then, not including months later, after we moved out of that apartment building, in that expensive one to a little more, less cheaper one in the same apartment complex, then they wanted to hit that. That's the place that had the mold. The vent in the restroom didn't work. There was black mold all on the wall. Like, before I left, I did a live video on YouTube, but I put it as private. But I put it as private so that way, so I can have it um in my possession. Because when I went to court and was telling him some of these things, like, because they wanted to evict me on top, I was like, no, my lease is getting ready to end in March. We're only literally 2 months before there. You already said you're not going to renew the lease. I caught you guys, not including that, they were sending out text messages to their employees telling them to write 5-star Google reviews, which is clearly against the law. That's fraud. You're telling people to write positive reviews when this place isn't positive, and one, they're not even residents here. They're getting people, employees and their friends and families. I mean, family members that are across state lines are putting in 5-star Google reviews towards the maintenance. Oh, the maintenance is the best. The office people are the best. I'm like, dude, you're not even here in Texas. How do you even know? And then I even have a copy of their text messages that she sent out to the employees asking them to write these reviews. I'm like, out of all this, like, y'all. And then when I was telling people that they were doing this, then they want to give me a lease violation. Yes, yes, a lease violation, saying I was disrupting business hours. I was doing this. I had like 3 violations on one slip. My first violation ever in any apartment complex ever, besides, eviction notices, but whatever. But by lease violations, I think I've only had one, and that's because I had um those baker's racks, those that you see in restaurants, those big silver ones. And then we had a big with that $1,600 unit, I had a big old patio, so it fit out there, and I had totes on it. Nice, it was nice. But they considered that trash and stuff, and we couldn't have it on the patio, so I got a lease violation for that. Whatever, I'll take it. I mean, it wasn't messy out there. I mean, I wouldn't, if that was the case, I wouldn't have buy a baker's rack to put it. I would have just had stuff thrown out there. But anyway, but yeah, when I was like, now y'all are just retaliating. Now you give me a lease violation just because I'm informing the residents and informing the community of what kind of people you really have here and what the truth is around here. Because I ain't the only one. And then that's when I found out that you needed 3 complaints for somebody to come out and look at the apartment within a 6 months time frame. So that means if I would have complained 3 times within that 6 months, I probably would have had somebody come out there. But not knowing that, I complained one month, was on their ass for about a month, complained another month, was on their ass for about a month, and then by then I kind of quit because it's like, okay, I've already been at it for 4 months and nothing's been happening. So these people I've already called twice are not coming out. So yeah, we thought, why does it have to be 3? Why isn't it done after the first try? Why isn't one of the questions is there elderly people or children in the house? Those should be the 2 main questions. That now, if there's elderly people or children in the house, then that should be considered a priority, because you shouldn't have elderly people who have medical conditions or children who possibly could have medical conditions, or whose body isn't immune to some of the stuff like our bodies are as an adult. Like, why isn't this a priority for them to come look at these apartments? I don't understand. I really don't. And then the first chance you don't get to pay your rent because you're busy trying to clean up the apartments people's mess by buying bug spray, trying to live peacefully without these critters all over you, or buying allergy medicines, buying Tylenol, buying medications just to keep your kids, you know, feeling okay. Yes, yes. And I really think, and then it's so funny because the person that gave me the violation is no longer there, but the person who's actually doing the fraud is still there. So I don't know what happened there, but like I seriously want to go back. And then they wouldn't give me any of my copies of my up like my lease information. Like if I was requesting um like copies of my lease or my statements, my ledger or anything like that, they wouldn't even give that to me. So they, or like one time they told me I had a lawyer because we were in this eviction process and I was trying to appeal and do all this stuff, but I didn't have a lawyer representing me and they knew it. They knew it, but they wanted to come off with this BS saying, "Oh no, we heard that you were being represented by a lawyer, so we can't do anything. You need to get in contact with your lawyer." Well, I don't have a lawyer. That's why I'm coming to you. No, that's not what we're told. All right, homie. All right. So there's a lot of things that I could go do and get these people for, but it's like one, I'm already doing this too. I'm like, but still, some of this eventually I will get to there. I will get to them because I know I do have a they do have, what do you call them, to where once it goes past a certain time frame you can't report anymore. So I do have to do it within that window, and I still kind of am in that window, but we'll see. Oh, oh no. Okay, sorry guys, but yeah, I don't know what to say. Like I don't, like I just like the apartments should not be this bad, especially if you're renting to an elderly, or I mean even a person with children. Like how do y'all go home and sleep at night knowing that you just rented this type of place to somebody like that? Like how do they go home and sleep? I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but I will be on them. I'm coming back for them. They think I forgot about them because I was one that was I was literally on their butts collecting evidence, 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 collecting receipts, 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 receipts. So, but it's just sometimes I get tired of fighting. But they'll see me again. I don't ever forget. I you may not see me for a while, but I won't forget, and I will hunt you back down. Like you will see me on the streets. I got your eye. But it is crazy. It's crazy. Just like if I need the one that quit or that's not there no more. I shouldn't say she quit because I don't know. But who's no longer there, who gave me the lease violation, like don't think I can't find you because I will. I will subpoena you. I will sue you too. I'm gonna put everybody who is involved will be on that lawsuit. I will find you and I will serve you. If not, I will get on Facebook and Facebook will find you and serve you. Just saying. Just saying. Even I even looked up their LinkedIn. They're like the manager there, her LinkedIn has like this fake businesses all over the place. Like I'm like, this business doesn't even exist. And you're claiming that you're an owner and you're this, like it doesn't exist. Like you are fraud, you are a scammer. I don't understand like how no. I will get you. I will get you. I will get you. If not, I will hurt that place one way or another, whether it's by views and nobody goes and rents anymore or whatever. But these places got to be taken down. I've seen a lot. Like there's certain apartments I won't even go look at because I it's sad. Like how can you see? And this is what strikes me. Because when I had a window boarded up, that was a broken window, and it was okay. It wasn't boarded up professionally, but we did our best. What we had to work with. Yeah, somebody wants to call CPS and get that situation looked at. But yet you have apartment complexes that don't fix any of the windows that are boarded up that still have people living in them. Yet why aren't like and technically it's not the people who are living there because they're still paying, they're more than likely paying rent or they're getting vouchers and the city is paying them rent. So why isn't any of these low income city apartments that are funded by the city are not being looked at and checked regularly? There should be like at least a yearly check that somebody comes out and looks at buildings 1, 5, 8, and 9, and then a couple of months later come out and look at 10, 11, and 12. And then as you're looking at so many buildings throughout this apartment over a time frame, when a year like then it's I don't know. And I get it. There's not a lot of, you know, one, people got to pay out for jobs. Two, there's not a lot of people to do those types of jobs or who are willing to do those types of jobs. So, I mean, it's kind of a push comes to shove, but I think it should be mandatory. If it's somebody with a family, even if it's just one child or an elderly, there should be an inspection done. I think that the apartment should have a duty to call an inspector over and to inspect that place before being able to lease it out again. I think these leasing companies really should be held accountable for how they run things. And I was just talking to another resident at this location. Like I was telling her because they had city come over here and look at some of the stuff, but I'm saying that's because she complains. There's another neighbor that complains, and then there's another neighbor. So there's yes, there's three or four complaints in 1 month. So yes, they're gonna come out and check. But how many people know that? When I was telling her how it works, she was like, "Really? I did not know that." She was like, "Thank God that everybody else started complaining when I mentioned I was complaining." I was like, "Good." Because there's some people that people just don't want to they don't want to ruffle up the feathers, or they don't want the you know to disturb the water, because then people do come back and retaliate, just like when they gave me the lease violation just for informing people of the truth. I mean, of facts. I have facts. I have the evidence. This is in your name. This is in your number. This isn't you. You're trying to tell me this did not come from your phone? Like, really? Really? Do I need to subpoena the person that you sent it to come in and testify to this? Because I will. I know where he's at too. I could find people. Y'all tripping. How else would I have gotten the stupid text message from another employee that no longer worked there? See, this is what happens when you're nice to people, guys. You catch more flies with honey. You catch more bees with honey. Sorry. But I couldn't be mean to you because you're mean to me. You wanted to put me in a freaking apartment that I couldn't get out of, escape escape from if there was ever a fire, like the from the building across from us. And that was our building, we would have been SOL. My whole family probably would have been dead. And then you move us into another place that had freaking black mold everywhere. My kids were constantly sick. Not even that, I still haven't received my deposit back from them or anything. Like, I haven't received any kind of information from them, but I will be on their asses. I will be on their asses. I'm gonna let this event take place because I don't want it to. I don't want any of this negativity and all this meat bashing on these apartments to be it. But what this live was really about was just to inform everybody that yes, we are actually having an event June 21st for elder abuse awareness. Well, for abuse awareness, period. But it is elder abuse June 15th, which Sunday, I believe. Um, or it could be Saturday. I'm bad at dates. I'm telling you, my head wasn't attached to my body, I would have lost it. So that is a Sunday the 15th. So this year it is on Sunday the 15th, June 15th is World Elderly Abuse Awareness. And we did secure the date, the June 21st, for our events. It is to break the silence, break the cycle. So it's gonna be see, this is why I don't like being on TV. I mean, on in front of people. The time is between 2 and 5, and we will be set up at the Reno Schnitzel off of Water's Edge here in San Antonio, Texas. It is off of 410 and 151 area. We are looking for volunteer DJ. If you happen to know anybody in the area who DJs, definitely have them reach out to me. Um, that way, and this is one for a good cause, and then two, you they would definitely get exposure and free publicity, basically. I guess that's how you say it. But definitely might get y'all some extra leads. I'm not gonna say no, you cannot advertise if I mean, if you just have want to pass out your business cards, and that's fine. But we will have a table where I am planning on making the cups. I need to print out these brochures and have them ready. So please, 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 we are in need of more supplies. I just bought some more ink for the cups. But I know for sure we are gonna definitely need more. So and ink for my printer to make the brochures and things like that. So definitely, if you guys do want to donate and be a part of this event, you can definitely do that by financially supporting us. You could just go to the QR code. That is actually now did make a PayPal account for the organization. So now we're no longer going to be, I mean, y'all can still go to link space because that will send you to the same thing, but um, it's just easier if you do the QR code. I did, like I said, I do have the Cash App from for the organization as well. You're more than welcome to send it there. Also, but definitely the best bet is just to go to PayPal, go to the QR code at the top. You can donate there. I am still collecting. If you do, I am still collecting donations for missing and exploited children as well. So you can always go to the link space for that, and that's on my channel description spot. So you could definitely find the link there. But yes, we are needing ink, lots of ink. To get this, like I said, it's just brochures, flyers, and the merchandise that um is pretty much all left to do. So if I'm not on like I know I haven't been on because I've been really working on getting this event going, but I am gonna try at least get back on at least at least 3 times this week. Minimum. I'm trying to get on more, at least still continue to get on at least once a day. But if I can't, you know why? I'm too busy folding brochures. Or cutting. I still got to cut out, do my business cards and things like that. I don't know if I showed y'all the business cards. I haven't really completed them, but I am redoing them. They're no longer gonna have. I've been using some of my old ones from my travel advisory business, but I did want one that had the QR code, the all this geared towards what the organization does. I just been having those out in the meantime because they have my at least my phone number and text and email. Is it email? Yeah, email on there. So let's see. If y'all have any opinions on these new business cards, I greatly appreciate it. I don't mind opinions. I don't mind um, thoughts and ideas. I'm always open to them. So if the color doesn't look right, please let me know. I am, and this is why it takes me a long time because I am a perfectionist. So if I see something is not lined up or like a centimeter off, like I just can't. Um, and sometimes I have to just say, you know what, that's good for now. Let's just kind of go, like, let's just do it because it's not gonna get like, it's not gonna get any better. Let's see. I'm gonna show y'all these business cards. Oh my god. And of course, now my thing's all frozen. Why is it when I try to do more than one thing? Apparently, my computer's tired of thinking. But yes, yes, come a long way. It has. I believe it or not, um, since I've been watching YouTube and kind of being a little bit more involved, it has been a while, and I think it's time for this organization to really step out and do some great things. I really wish I can get Jaggin on it or Natanya. Natanya, please. No, I know Natanya's very busy. She has her own things and and stuff like that. Um, so anybody, and everybody should go visit Natanya's the dopest nerd on YouTube. Lovely, lovely person, has a great story to share, and very remarkable lady. She's very intelligent lady, very patient, very gentle soul. I can do that on here, Temper. I'm I'm not sure what I can and cannot write in the thing, but I have it. Um, mm, let me see. No. Oh, okay. um, yeah, you're gonna have to teach me that, Temper. I'm so confused. Okay. Um, Penny. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you. While Temper gets back to me on that, I'm gonna show this. So this is kind of like my new business cards now for the organization. Um, so it just kind of says break the silence, break the cycle, and then heal the wound of abuse. So, and then the back just has my information. But again, you can see all that. But I don't care. That's time I block people anyway. Um, again, this is just kind of the front, and then of course in the back it says beyond the surface. See beyond the surface. Awareness is the first step to change. Um, and that and that back part will have all my information. But again, this is kind of what I was gearing to. Um, but also it does look like it'll take a lot of ink. So again, it's just funds, so that way we can finish up getting this event together: brochures, business cards, merchandise. Again, if anybody has any ideas that will make this event a lot better, I know, I mean, like I said earlier, I am going to try to go live during the events. I want it to be a grand live, but if not, I would definitely do it on my phone regardless. I think I will be live. I just don't know how yet. Again, it is. Stop sharing. So again, the event is June 21st from 2 to 5 at the Reno Schnitzel, near 410 and 151, um, off of Water's Edge. So definitely come see Dish and Tea with D there. Get yourself a free Reno Schnitzel gift card while supplies last. We will also be having merchandise. I know my husband will be donating some extra cups outside the organization logo. So um, I think he said since football season's gonna start, he wanted to donate some football cups or Father's Day or something like that. But sorry guys, um, mama drama, kid drama. Okay, so anywho, so yes, we definitely want to get the word out. June 21st. Definitely need some more funds so we can get more ink, get more merchandise, get more brochures, get more things. Um, Again, merchandise will be helped to raise funds for the organization. Um, and of course, if they visit me at the table, y'all get a free Reno Schnitzel gift card while supplies last. And I don't know, is there any more other ideas that I should be thinking of while we're for this event that can make it a more positive experience? Definitely let me know. Again, I will be working on that temper because as far as I really, okay, about I know Steph at one point had my email address. Um, obviously, I think you do. I know for sure you do. I don't know who I think I only really emailed one other person at one point in my life, and that was probably Jag. But I don't think, um, but that that's a whole nother thing. But as far as anybody else from this type of group, I think it's just you and Steph that may have it, and maybe one other. No, I think she has my WhatsApp number, but I'm not too sure if she has it anymore, but okay. No problem. I'll be waiting. Um, but yes, so that is going to be pretty much it for today. I just wanted to get the word information out there that we are moving forward. We are moving forward and fighting this cause. So, um, so yes, so we are going to continue fighting. We are moving forward. We got a date. It went from having a location, having an idea, to having a location, to scheduling a date and time. So now we just got to get all the stuff and make sure this event goes right. So please, please, please help in any way you can. Ideas, money, donations, even if it's just merchandise, anything like that. If y'all want to send it, please, please, please let me know. Or not, you could let get to know or temper or somebody to get a hold of me, and we will definitely get that. So if there's not anything else, am I forgetting anything? Oh, and don't forget to go visit, get to know. He was here earlier, so definitely want to check out his YouTube. I'm just saying VB, definitely want to check her out. Of course, we all know that Tanya Rubin, the dopest nerd, definitely, definitely, definitely survivor of number one. Um, Definitely want to check her out. Jaguar Wright. Who else am I forgetting? Temper. Let's see. Who else? Who else? I'm trying to think of any other channels. Any other channels? Oh, and the music group. Um, is it the music network group? Definitely want to check Uncle Mike out. I'm. This is why I need to have my list, because yes. Um, yes, Temper. I will see you later, Temper. I will see you later. It's always a pleasure with you guys. Um, but other than that, I think I am pretty much done. Again, just Temper. You can always get. Yes, Auntie Leia. Yes, I. And I'm going to Nick Mountain Group Productions, Goat Productions. Who else? And we have Locked. Who else? I know Auntie Lee, and Miss Gothi, Miss Gothi. Um, ooh, yes, I got to get to that list. Thank you for helping out, Temper. Thank you for that. Um, see, and if I miss anybody, I am so sorry. You can let me know, and I'll make sure you're number one next time. Hopefully, that's my package coming in. Let's see. And I think that is everybody for now. I'm trying to go down the surprise witness and who BJ investigates. She's the same person, but those are her two channel or her two stations and her two channels, and she is good all around too. Not necessarily she does other content, but she does it for the right reason. She so who else? I know BJ investigates. She always has good information. um let's see, Set in the West. Yeah, okay, I think it, Miss Kathy. Woohoo, I got one. Set in the West. Yes, Set in the West, which is Odell's channel. And Archangel Michael. Oh, okay, yes, Archangel. My goodness, this is why I'm not a public speaker. Archangel Michael. Um, I'm trying to picture as I'm going down my list of who I'm subscribed to. Who was it? Reckless. I think the real Reckless. He's a good one too. He's been keeping a lot of information up to date in here in Texas. He's very good on news information. He's been keeping up with the Carmelo Anthony situation and stuff like that too. So definitely want to keep out. I know there is more information. I know that they were trying to Yeah, that's a whole nother story. We'll get into that. I'll do another I'll try to do another live updated live on that one because that's a whole nother story. Who else? Who else? Who else? Temper. Who else? I think I think we'll be okay for now. And again, if I missed anybody, I am sorry. I am sorry. Um, maybe I'll just do. I saw how Get to Know did a video like that. Maybe I'll do a thank you video and try to get everybody in as well. But other than that, I think we are all good for now. So again, thank you for being here with me, and let's make this event a success. And let's like, share, subscribe this video, or like and share, like and share, like and share. Spread the word, spread the word. Tell your peeps to subscribe. I'm always gonna have good information. I am working on elderly abuse stories. Trying to get those out too. So hopefully um, this event doesn't really take all my time for me getting out a story or two, but if it does, I'm sorry, guys. You will see me at the events. But yeah, thank you guys. You guys have a good one. I am out. I gotta start cooking these chicken hearts for my babies, and I am done. Don't forget, stay safe and pinkies up.